Welcome to Orlando, Florida, and the campus of UCF. The Knights are ready to rock an FBC Mortgage Stadium, already bouncing as these fans have been preparing since early this morning. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the UTSA Roadrunners, taking on a team from the Big 12, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Knights will kick it away to start. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Roadrunners offense will take the first swing of the game. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
The Roadrunners want to crank the tempo. From the gun, the ground game. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? To the air, it's McCown. Snags it over the middle. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And the defense brought the blitz on third down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And the Roadrunners are flying down the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Red pass, it's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, it looked like that might be the first touchdown of the game, but what a great job by the defender, seeing the football and swatting it away.
The incomplete pass leaves them with second down. Back to throw, it's McCown. He's got his man. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. The Roadrunners will hustle to the line. down. He'll try to pick it up through the air. On target over the middle. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Knights offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got to show that.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's Harvey. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Jefferson. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And he had to go a long way to reel that ball in. He started off way on the right, crossed the entire defense, made the catch on the other side of the field. There's an example of how this offense can really attack every corner of the football field.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The Knights are in the hurry-up. They feed him again. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Knights are moving quickly down the field. Handoff from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. On the run, it's Richardson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle from him.
The Knights will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Back to pass, it's McCown. Quickly to the tight end. Finally pulled down, but not before, moving the chains for a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Still running at the 40. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Roadrunners in the hurry up. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, and how about the QB? Calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense off balance?
Now on 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's UTSA holding the edge. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. The Roadrunners will bring the punt team onto the field. You ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. To the air. It's Jefferson. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Knights want to pick up the tempo. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Now, fourth down.
The Knights will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
They'll run it from the gun. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking for room. It's Barnes. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carry.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intention. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Back to pass, it's McCown. They're trying to get to him. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
And on that third down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback and his intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up fourth.
And the Roadrunners will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Harvey. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. On second down, just keeps firing. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. You got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it down the right side. Touchdown, Knights! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's going to take off. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Offense lining up quickly. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism. He's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
The Roadrunners want to move quickly. The RPO, it's complete. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. The back goes in motion. To the air on 1st down. Grabs it in the middle. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Great job by the offense, being patient, understanding when they're in zone coverage, I got to hit those tight windows, make those precise passes to get those big plays.
A lot of urgency for this offense. They want to just keep throwing it. Grab near the sticks. It's McCoy. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's McCown. And that pass picked off. Powers through. Bringing it back. And he was looking for the pick 6. He'll have to settle for getting it inside the 30.
And defensive backs you think don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Man.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. That last drive really productive, David. Wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
Nice job in coverage on that 3rd and short, defensively taking all the throws and options away for the quarterback, and now we're setting up 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. It is true as he puts 3 on the board.
Well, they're able to get a field goal, put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You'd like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you.
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. Dropping back, it's McCown. It's complete on the right side. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Roadrunners will send out the punt unit. And the returner is stopped. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Dances away. Going to try to get it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, keep this drive rolling.
Throws to the tight end. Pulls it in. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Fires on the move. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. Dropping back, it's Jefferson. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Timeout, UCF.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
The Knights decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Going up top on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Orlando. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. With that said, let's send it back to the guys inside the bounce house.
Runners will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Harvey. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
The Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up. Finds his tight end. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down. 4th
down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They'll try to snap it quickly. The give to the back. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. They want to get this defense on its heels. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. Running with power. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
That's a first down for the offense.
And the Roadrunners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
At the 50. Second down coming up.
Here comes the hurry up. To the air, it's McCown. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Roadrunners will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Running behind that left side. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
At the 30-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
And the Roadrunners headed quickly to the line. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, pro game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. He's moving out of the pocket. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
Well, that defender just was better at his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He's already made 1 field goal, but this one is going to need a big leg. A 50-yard attempt coming. Absolutely perfect.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
They're going to ride this running back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Trying play action. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Out of the gun to give to the back. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
Coming up, 4th down.
The Knights will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Now they'll run it to the right here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
The Roadrunners moving quickly to the line. Scanning the field, it's McCown. And they can't make the connection.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field, nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
And the Roadrunners line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Off the play fake. It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
3rd down coming up.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive. Great job of contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic, and that's exactly what happened there.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Caught in the backfield, it's Pittman. Got room at the 35. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this third period. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Jefferson. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Made a defender miss. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
From the red zone, it's Richardson. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
Third down coming up.
The Knights want to crank the tempo. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
15-yard line. Now, 4th down.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in the big one.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Bringing it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Off-play action on first down. Finds the tight end.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
They'll line up for a second down play. Quick release on the RPO. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Looking to throw, it's McCown. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Makes the grab down the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Roadrunners send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Snagged in the middle, it's Carpenter. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And the Roadrunners will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on second down. He looks that one in nicely. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
The Roadrunners are on the move. Looking for space, it's Barnes. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Roadrunners.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
He'll try to tack on one more.
For the extra point.
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Back to throw, it's Jefferson. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Now after the short completion, it's second down. The give on the counter. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
The Knights are in the hurry up. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker, it's Harvey. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Now, you blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the big fella. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Looking to move it through the air. It's caught. Oh, look out, there he goes. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
On the ground, it's Harvey. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
The inside handoff. Breaks the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. And now they've taken the lead in the final 2 minutes and set the stage for a great finish.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job, right? Here late in the 4th quarter, they put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense, and they deliver. If they get the stop, they win this game.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it out. It's McCoy. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Looking to go up top on first down. He's open on the right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking for a man. It's McCown. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's McCoy. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in the pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Carpenter. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Coming after it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
That one fell incomplete, but they know they're only one big completion away here from getting that field goal they need so bad. They have time to get a first down, clock it, or use the sideline to stop the clock and put them in position to win this game.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Be interesting to see what the defense is going to do here now, guys. They've got the lead. It's a 2-minute situation. 4th down. What's your personnel grouping going to be, and what do you want to do? Play man, play zone, or are you just going to sit back and play preview?
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They're bringing heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.